Thank you for that answer, Mr. Mayor, a very thorough answer. I would say that my question isn't really so much about Extinction Rebellion. It just so happens to have been that it was Extinction Rebellion. My question is that this fire engine parked for a matter of minutes outside the Treasury, right in the heart of what is known as the Golden Triangle, which you would know is the most policed area in the country. In this case, they took out, what was it, some fake red blood or whatever and sprayed it over pretty ineptly. But during that time, Mr. Mayor, they could have taken out guns, they could have shot the building up very effectively, or they could indeed have been packed with explosives or whatever. You know what I mean. I'm astonished how this was allowed to stay even for 30 seconds. That's all they needed. It is right next door. I'm sure you know it is right next door to some terraced barriers on Birdcage Walk. I walk past it every day. How come in the most protected part of Britain this was allowed to happen? And I repeat, I'm not worried about Extinction Rebellion particularly. That could have been a massive terrorist attack.
Chair, I understand the concern and the reason why it's been raised. I don't want to sound complacent. The Met Police Service and the security services take huge steps to keep our city safe, particularly high visibility, inverted commas, targets from people. You'll appreciate that we've got, I'm afraid, a long history of being the target of terrorists, and you're right to distinguish this particular demonstration. Can I say to Chair, through you, I'll ask the Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner to respond directly to specific concerns, because I'm a bit conscious about saying things in a public fora, to reassure him. But can I reassure the public that the Met Police Service is the world's finest when it comes to keeping our cities safe? As I said, we've thwarted 22 terror attacks since 2017. There is real-time comms in relation to what's going on. But on this particular incident, I'm happy to get the police to respond directly to him.
Well, thank you for that, Mr. Mayor. I would certainly welcome that. It has to be said again, there's that old saying, isn't there, about terror, that essentially, they can be lucky just once, we have to be lucky all the time. I would say that we were incredibly lucky on that occasion, actually, that in fact it wasn't a terrorist attack. I would say this, Mr. Mayor, as well. You said that the police were there in 3 minutes. I walked past that spot a lot in the way to Westminster. I walked past it around about 9 the following morning, still no police. No police. No one to be seen in the middle of the Golden Triangle. How can that happen?
Well, Chair, to be fair, I spent a lot of time there as well, and there are lots of highly visible police officers there.
None to be seen. Look, I've got no axe to grind in trying to lie about the police. There were none there. Sure.
If for no other reason, that's the backdoor entrance to Downing Street. And so there are police officers there regularly and stuff, but there's also real-time CCTV. But if there's a particular operational concern, and it has been raised, Chair, I'm very happy to get an answer to the question, because it's a question that comes from genuine concern. I accept that. And so can I make sure you get the briefing? But also, the lessons that need to be learned, the police will learn them. And so if you're raising a particular concern that you've got, I'm sure the police will look into that.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.